starting, so ladies and gentlemen, we'll be going into this game very shortly. We just have to make sure GoOdy is finalized with his setup, because it isn't just the mouse and keyboard that needs to be set up in all of these games. They have to make sure that the headset is equipped properly. We see GoOdy there at the left. Inca is the player right in front of you, so we do see that GoOdy is still trying to get everything set up.
Yeah, the OGS clothing is pretty swish-swash.
It is.
Pretty cool, isn't it?
It's almost as suave as my Ballin' Terran jacket. Does anyone like my jacket? Oh, I don't know if that's considered cheating, but I'll take it. That seems good to me. That's how I get my compliments. I'm like, do you guys want to say something nice to me? And what does the crowd do? Very good.
It's like if you're ever feeling bad or lonely, you just like look into the crowd and like, say something to me, please.
And of course, who thinks that this fella's looking a little fancy today as well?
In my lumberjack shirt.
That's right. Just got done working in the outdoors, so it seems.
We are in Sweden, so I had to go chop some logs. We didn't get cold last night.
So now it is going to be another Terran vs. Protoss on Xel'Naga Caverns. The games we've seen on this map, today we did see DeMuslim against Adele Scott. Very crazy sort of nutty strategy. And then we also got the chance to see White Raw against Thorzane. And both those games had a very different feel to them.
I think this is going to be completely different to yesterday's games. Well, yesterday's TVP as such. I think this game's going to be a very different. GoOdy, I'm not sure, because the EPS, the German EPS, has just been recently played. I'm not sure of the results, the semi-final and finals, but I'm pretty sure GoOdy did go into it as second place behind DeMuslim. By no means is a bad Terran player. Superbly fantastic Terran player fighting against oGsInCa, and it's going to be pretty cool to see how Inca plays this against, because, well, for everybody here, for him, we're all unknown players that he has no idea how we're going to play.
And the one thing that is a little concerning to me always about a lot of these Korean Protosses is they were really some of the pioneers of the ultra-fast Colossus plays that, though they were effective for 3 to 4 weeks in time, Protosses have really been, Terrans have been finding extremely effective ways to crack that sort of style of play. So as long as GoOdy has been keeping up with the times, he should have that aggressive capability.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's the style we are going to see from GoOdy. That's the difference from what I can see of different styles, is that European style is so aggressive. It is very aggressive. Compared to the Korean style, it's a bit more laid out. They like to sit back and observe the aggression from you and then take the lead from there, rather than try to take the lead from the aggression. GoOdy is just sorting out his headset to make sure he cannot hear us. We don't want the same incident as we saw with DeMuslim.
That was awesome. For any of you who didn't get the chance to see that, Adele Scott sent a probe out, one of his first 6 probes, and DeMuslim immediately paused the game saying, I can hear what you guys are doing. So it's kind of hard to be like, oh, well, he may or may not be sending all of his probes out. I'm just kind of praying. Thank you. Appreciate your appreciation. So we're now just waiting again for that headset setup, which we have said many, many times before. And I do want to state for the record, any of you who didn't get the chance to see any of the games, they are being uploaded to day9tv.blip.tv, or just go to facebook.com/day9tv.
Follow Day9 on Facebook fan page.
Yeah, that's right. Become a Day9 fan. Yeah. Much like a relationship with another person, it's not official until it's on Facebook.
It's not official. You're not a fan until you're on Facebook.
It's
and
not.
GoOdy is now ready.
Oh, fantastic. So we're going to be going directly into Game 1 of Group F action. If you would like the Korean superhero oGsInCa to take a win, give a cheer for Inca.
Woo. And if you'd like GoOdy to do it for Germany and for the European scene, please make some noise for him.
And it looks like we are going directly into our first game of Group F. They are also trying to play out the remaining games from Group E, so we will get results updated as soon as we can. There's GoOdy with the good luck, have fun as the blue Terran in the top right, and Inca looking awfully silent in the bottom left. No, there's the good luck, have fun. He did bring his manners from Korea in his suitcase.
Maybe he's got the Swedish keyboard on. He's like, where is good luck, have fun?
Yeah, so I can't find any of the letters
We've had like
at all.
So much difficulty with that, just trying to have these smiley faces because we're on the Swedish keyboard. We can't even find where it is.
Yeah, since I can't find any punctuation or really anything on the keyboard, I basically just yell at people enthusiastically. So either way, we do have Inca throwing down that pylon right next to his main nexus, and in GoOdy land, he is looks like he's walling himself in a little bit more unusual nowadays.
Yeah, that is quite unusual. as you said, in GoOdy land, he does decide to wall off, but you don't really need to as such. I don't think you really need to, as you usually wall in to stop any kind of rushes, any gateways that are outside your main, and that's not really optimal, especially because if you are going to be proxied, usually it's inside your base, so walling off doesn't really make too much difference. So we are putting the barracks down here as well. We have room for the tech lab to be added. It'll be interesting to see if he does do that, or if he doesn't. The refinery should be going down pretty soon, and in the base of oGsInCa, we have the gas just being put down also now.
Yeah, there's the gas guys are going down now for GoOdy as well. Almost don't see any deviations until about the 25 food mark. Players have very, very good, well set out standards as Protoss and as Terran. Look at oGsInCa, keeping that energy so low, being very meticulous with when he sends units out. And there's oGsInCa's superhero Giga APM, still not quite at Phoenix's level. I'll give the Peruvian that one.
Yeah, I know. He's not quite as fast as him.
But still, very, very talented nonetheless. And it looks like GoOdy will be letting that probe up into the main.
Yeah, he does get into the main, and we'll be able to see exactly what's going on. Sees that the wharf is not fully completed yet. And if he does keep it along, you can actually keep it quite long enough. Well, if he decides to keep it in there, he just will retreat. Usually you can keep the probe up long enough to see that. That's the important thing. But he does go back up there and sees the tech lab. Very smart play by oGsInCa, knowing that that should have gone down, and just checking if it was a marine or anything else being scouted. But at the same time, Day9, what do we have down here?
We have a super hidden barracks by GoOdy. Now, it is inches behind this shrub, which means that if oGsInCa has any suspecting feelings at all, he will instantly scout that bottom position, but it's still going to be a little bit difficult because, honestly, if you're in oGsInCa's situation, you're expecting GoOdy to be making a second barracks up on his high ground. So if he's making a second barracks on the low ground, it's not going to be that large of a difference, but either way, it looks like it's going to be a double tech lab marauder push.
Yeah, well, the next 50 gas will determine exactly what's going on. Will he go for the shells, or will he wait for the stim upgrade? But I don't know, he might not even be waiting for any upgrades. He might just use all his gas on the marauders to come out, as he only has one refinery, so I suppose, yes, he will only be going for marauders in this situation, and this could be quite dangerous for oGsInCa. He does put down a second gateway rather than an immortal. Shut up, Sean.
It's a friggin' Stargate. The Apollo, he's getting a Stargate. Could be Phoenix's, more likely going to be some sort of Void Ray push, but I don't actually know. He's quite low on gas, and it looks like GoOdy's going for the really fast contain. There's the probe scout by oGsInCa, now heading up into the main. GoOdy's going to set up a huge surprise contain.
Oh, the problem is he's got this sentry here. He should be able to block this off. 3 SCVs get cut off, and he's got to be careful not to lose that. And now the Void Ray, I suppose, should be coming out to help defend against this. Doesn't quite have enough minerals. There it is. Should be chrono boosted out, and all he has to do is just force field again. He needs another great force field. There it is, cutting off the units in half, and oGsInCa looks like he will be able to hold this aggression from GoOdy.
This is a very huge push from GoOdy. He needs to win with this push. He needs to do so much damage that his opponent ends up crumbling, because once this Void Ray gets out, it is going to be so hard for GoOdy to win. And he sees the Void Ray coming. He's going to have to respond fast. There, he manages to take out one pylon. He has supply block his opponent. More zealots are coming out. Does he have the concussive shell? He needs to kill it. He does manage to take it out.
Oh
my goodness!
That is huge, but the sentries and zealots should be enough to hold off this marauder push. I don't know, he's got to be careful. He doesn't have the upgrade for the marauders yet, but still, these sentries don't have enough energy, and he's got to be careful here. I can't believe that Void Ray didn't finish.
Oh, there it is. Seriously, he was playing the hokey pokey trying to get out of that Stargate there, and it looks like he's finally managing to kill it off, but at the same time, pylon in the main!
Oh, oGsInCa! Oh no, it's straight into the resource line of GoOdy, and there are no units. There's one marauder and a lot of damage being done. If we look at the counting station, 14 SCVs, 13 to 30 probes. oGsInCa looks like he is going to take this game. There's not much else GoOdy can do.
Oh, poor GoOdy, who was so focused at the front of his base. Didn't see the probe march in, and oGsInCa getting some free kills on everything without any of the concussive shell upgrades. It is going to be impossible for the Terran to be able to kite against those zealots.
He has so much energy. He has 100 energy stored on the orbital command. More units are being walked in. A couple of sentries there might as well target the turret to get that down so the Void Ray can come in. Taking down this one Marine first. The Void Ray is coming in. The second one is down on its way up also. And GoOdy's looking in quite bad shape now.
And there's the good game.
Inca.
Playing that one so smart.
Inca, what are we going to do with you? What are we going to do with you? That was a really high-level display of Protoss there. Reactions, perfectly fine. The thing what I noticed he did, he got the second pylon next to the Stargate as well, which is actually a really smart move to do. Because if he had sniped it, he did have the second one to back up. Unfortunately, the Void Ray didn't not quite come out in time. Inca instantly snap reacts to it, gets more pylons down, so the Void Ray does finally come out.
Yeah, and I mean, that's a very clever way to play. You combat most rushes by just trying to get one Void Ray out, and your opponent has to do some sort of extreme response. But I think that Inca really showed some high-level decision-making on the fly by slamming down that pylon in the corner of the main. Kind of risky, could have backfired, but ended up working out marvelously.
Really nice win for him there, taking down